Hi everyone! Today we are going to be looking at subtracting numbers with decimals. Our objective for today is we will reinforce the concept of subtracting decimals by reviewing the process and practicing some problems together. And then at the end you will do a little quiz on your own. When we subtract decimals, you do the following steps. First, you write down the two numbers, one under the other, with the decimal points lined up. By that, they just should be, the decimal point should be one on top and the other one right below it, and line up those decimal points. Add zeros so the numbers have the same length, and I'll show you that if that confuses you a little bit. And then subtract like normal, remembering to put the decimal point in the answer, and all you do is bring that decimal point directly down. It's really quite simple. So let's do a couple together. So get out some paper, and let's have me do the first one, and you can watch, and then I'll have you get out some paper. So if you buy a box of ballpoint pens for $2.18 and you give the cashier $10, how much change should you receive? So I'm going to grab my little pen, and so I have $10. Hopefully this isn't too light. And I'm starting off with the $10 because that's what you gave the cashier. And you're going to subtract $2.18 from that because that's how much you're spending. And see how I'm lining these up right here? They're lined up. And then I'm going to put the subtraction sign. You don't want to get lazy when it comes to that. So I need to borrow. That becomes a 10. This becomes a 9. And this becomes a 9. 10 take away 8 is 2. 9 take away 1 is 8. 9 take away 2 is 7, and I just bring this directly down. So you should be getting back $7.82. And remember to label your answer with the dollar sign. All right, let's move on to the next one. If you buy an ebook for $29.62 and you give the clerk a $50 bill, how much change should you receive? I'm just going to try to change the color on this pen. Pink is kind of, let's see if this works. So we're giving the clerk $50. So that's what you want to start with because that's what you're giving them. And these are examples of everyday life things that you're going to actually use. Now I want you to get out your paper. So we wrote down $50 and we're subtracting $29.62. I'm lining up these decimal points. I want you to pause the video and solve it and then come back and see if we got the same answer. All right, welcome back. I'm just working on it right now. Oopsie, these funky pens are hard to work with. Okay, 10 take away 2 is 8. 9 take away 6 is 3. 9 take away 9 is 0. And 4 take away 2 is 2. So you should be getting back from the clerk $20.38. You go on a 10.2 mile hike, or I like to say it the proper way, which is 10 and 22/100ths of a mile hike. After walking 2.7 miles, or 2 7/10ths of a mile, you stop to rest. How much farther do you have to travel? So I'm going to start with the bigger number because the bigger number always goes on top with these problems that we're doing. So 10.22 minus 2.7. And I'm just adding a 0 here. When it said add zeros to make sure the numbers are the same length, I could have many zeros and it's still the same number. Just makes it easier. 2 take away 0 is 2. This becomes a 12 because we're going to have to borrow. It's going to become a 9. So 12 take away 7 is 5. And 9 take away 2 is 7. So how much farther do you have to travel? 7 52/100 miles you would write down, or 7.52 miles. The next one, Volcano Summit A is 1.8 miles high, and Volcano Summit B is 3.51 miles higher than A. How many miles higher is the Volcano Summit B than A? So we're going to do, you write this one down, pause it, and then come back, and then I will hopefully have it done by the time you come back. So I'm lining up the decimals, and I'm adding a 0 so they're the same length. 1 take away 0 is 1. I'm borrowing. This is going to become a 2. 15 take away 8 is 7. Put the decimal here. 2 take away 1 is 1. So it is 7.71, or, I'm sorry, 1.71, or 1 71/100 miles higher. The sum of two decimals is 231 64/100. If one number is 98.3, what is the other number? I'm going to have you do this one and bring it into class tomorrow. And just to make sure that you're listening, on the corner, the right-hand corner of this sheet with number 5 on it, I want you to draw a smiley face. So do that and figure out the answer, and we will do this together tomorrow, right? And you're going to do number 6 on that same sheet because I think you got the hang of doing this. And then it's quiz time. So you're going, there's 2 questions on this page, 2 questions on the next page. This is going to be linked to the assignment, and you're also going to answer number 5, which is how comfortable are you with the concept? So do that, and then if you have any questions, write them down, and we will talk about them tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Have a good night. Bye.